Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carl. I'm a recovery coach here at Capital Recovery Center. This is our Gratitude Tuesday meeting for the day. The article I picked is 7 simple ways to practice gratitude in your everyday life. And this article is by rd.com. We'll hop into it. So it says, grateful people are happy people. This was one of the top findings of the Harvard Adult Development Study, the longest running study on happiness and health in the world, spanning 100 years and 2 generations of Americans. What's more, grateful people live longer and are healthier overall. This means that learning how to practice gratitude is one of the best things you can do for yourself, said the current director of the study, psychiatrist Robert Wandinger, MD. Why? The answer is pretty simple, because grateful focus your attention on what you've rather than what you don't. It reminds you about all this good in your life. It also another less obvious benefit, according to Dr. Wallenberg, who could co-author The Good Life, a book that divulges the secrets to happiness. Based on the Harvard study, gratitude is one of the best tools we have for strengthening our relationships, and our relationships with others are the strongest factor in determining happiness. He explains, adding that being grateful is one of the simplest and easiest thing you can do to increase your happiness. And the effect is almost instantaneous. So it is what to know how to be happy, learn how to practice gratitude in everyday life. This can include doing gratitude meditations, one of Dr. Wandinger's favorites, writing thank you notes, gratitude journaling, and gratitude journal, and reading gratitude quotes. Keep reading for even more tips for practicing gratitude, becoming happier you. So what I learned since I've been doing like these Gratitude Tuesday meetings is like gratitude can help with a lot of things. It talks about better relationships, being healthier, living longer, and it's really simple to practice. You know what I mean? We don't have to go somewhere to do it. We can practice gratitude in everyday life, and we just by saying things, our actions, you know what I mean, just living different, not making the same mistakes. So there's a lot of ways to practice gratitude, and I agree with living longer, being healthier, our mind, body, spirit. It definitely enhances all those things by just practicing gratitude. So we'll go into what is gratitude. Before you learn how to practice gratitude, be sure to understand the concept. So what does gratitude mean exactly? I like how it breaks that down. I think that should be for a lot of things too. We have to find out what we're practicing and what the definition is and stuff like that. If we don't know exactly what it is, how are we going to actually practice it? Gratitude is the positive feeling of being thankful for someone or something. But in practice, it's so much more than that, says Canadian psychologist Haley Pure Lewis, PhD. Gratitude is a productive emotional training tool. When you are grateful for your life, you can experience the positive and pleasant feelings associated with happiness, peace, and passion, excitement, and love. These pleasant emotions can be a catalyst for some positive changes in your life. She explains gratitude is also the opposite of our negative inner voice. It disrupts negative patterns and creates an opportunity to focus on all good in one's past, present, and future. Right. So it disrupts negative patterns and creates an opportunity to focus on all the good in one's past, present, and future. I like that. Especially in recovery, like how can we be grateful for our past when our past is usually uh, pretty chaotic, pretty not so good, not so nice. And how do we practice gratitude in those moments? So I think for me, I practice gratitude is like, thank God I'm not there no more in my past. Thank God I made it out alive. Thank God I'm healthy. You know, just things like that. And now I can like pass my past on to like sharing my experience, strength, and hope with others.
Mhm.
So that's definitely a great one in recovery also. Um, so why is gratitude important? Let's see what this says here. Science has proven over and over again that gratitude provides powerful physical and mental health benefits, says Dr. Londinger. Being grateful can help prevent disease, and be thankful can even help you live longer. That's something. Some of gratitude's greatest benefits include lower risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancers, and lifestyle diseases. Strong immune systems, sharper memory and less mental decline with aging, higher quality sleep and less insomnia, reduced perception on chronic pain, less inflammation in the body, better mood and less incidence of depression and anxiety, higher self-confidence and fewer feelings of anger, jealousy, and envy. That's a big one. Greater ability to forgive yourself and others, better ability to prioritize and manage time. So that's some of the things that, if we practice gratitude, on a daily basis, and these are some of the things that can lessen or heighten in your life. That's pretty amazing. That's probably just few of them.
Mhm.
So I like how it says the greater ability to forgive yourself and others. So that's, first we have to, especially in recovery, is forgive ourselves for the things that we've done, the things we've seen, the things that we caused, and just practice gratitude as like we're not doing them things no more.
Mhm.
To do good in life and be a productive member of society, to give back to the community, to our friends or our families, our relationships and stuff like that. So simple things that we can practice in everyday life can enhance. It talks about your health, your sleeping, all of those types of things. Chronic pain, better mood, especially our mental health, anxiety, depression. That's a big one for a lot of us. So here's 7 ways to practice gratitude. Being grateful is a learned skill and one you can get better at it with practice, even if it doesn't come naturally. To you at first says Lewis, ready to practice gratitude in your everyday life. Try the simple expert approved tips below. So I guess these are some of the tips that we can practice and start to practice gratitude. So let's see. Number 1, say what you're grateful for out loud. Vocalizing what you're grateful for can be more impactful than simply thinking it, says Pure Lewis. Hearing yourself say it out loud helps cement it in your memory, and articulating it helps you identify that what aspects of the experience you are grateful for. How to practice gratitude. Use voice memos or another app to dictate what you're grateful for and save the recording so you can go back and listen when you need a little moment of joy. Encourage your family to share something they are grateful for each evening at dinner. So like that's another thing. Like we talked, I think it says it here, like putting gratitude notes or journaling and stuff like that. So I think it would be big is like when we're going through certain things in life that are not so pleasant, having hard times or times are tough or just whatever case may be, we can look at some of these things that we wrote down and it talks about your recordings.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not going to record myself. I don't want to hear myself.
Yeah.
But journaling and noting and putting these things down on paper, and that's where step work comes in for recovery too. We're writing things down and we're going over it with somebody, but these things we can have for ourselves. So like when things happen, when life shows up, life on life terms, we can have these things we can look at and say, well, at least I'm alive, or at least I'm healthy, just simple things like that we take for granted, but until like the hard times come, it's like now I have to have something to rely on to bring me out of that, them hardships. We'll go to number 2. Write down what you're grateful for. Putting your thoughts on paper, whether that is a gratitude journal or a thank you note, is a powerful way to connect your mind and your body, reinforcing the positive feelings. How to practice gratitude: keep a notebook in your purse or desk to jot down things you are grateful for as they happen. Or try the gratitude journaling. Write three things you're grateful for every day in a journal you keep by your bed. Hmm. You ever do like gratitude journaling or noting or anything like
I
that?
have not a gratitude journal really, but I do journal. I journal and I
You
draw.
journaling?
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I didn't really. I mean, I do step work stuff. I'm in the fellowship, but like actually journaling stuff like that, I really never got into it.
Mhm.
Maybe that's something I should, look into. To maybe not just as gratitude list or journaling. You can just be writing down some of the things.
Like Walmart sells these like really cool journals, and I had bought one. One of them is like it's like a daily like journal, like log kind of.
Yeah,
And each day like it's a different question on how to write down stuff.
that's nice.
So I'm like that's cool. So I got that, and then I got the same one but for drawing because I like to draw too.
Yeah,
So I had and the questions are different for like the drawing and the journaling.
right.
So I do that every day. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's questions, something you go off of instead of just like trying to think of something.
Yep.
You have a question, you can go off of that, and
Yep.
more than likely you probably go off on a tangent. It's like you have one little question, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, now I'm gonna write this and this. So it gets the ball rolling a little bit. Number 3, share your gratitude with others. Sharing your gratitude has an immense effect on both you and others, triggering a cascade of happy thoughts and feelings while also strengthening your bond. Even people who said thank you to a stranger report a strong feeling of happiness, as Dr. Wallendinger. How to practice gratitude. Make a conscious effort every single day to tell someone how grateful you are for them. Call a parent, write a thank you note to an older teacher, give a friend a thank you gift, or simply thank the cashier at the grocery store. I like for gratitude for me, I like to do things for others that are like um, just simple as holding a door for somebody, tipping somebody when they shouldn't be tipped, or you know what I mean, helping people out when it's not expected.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just doing it right off your good conscience. Stuff like that. I think you I believe when you do good and not expecting something in return, doing good when everybody's looking and not looking, stuff like that. Good things come back to you.
Yeah.
Not always, but I believe when you put good out in the atmosphere, you receive.
You receive it, yeah.
For sure. It might not look like something that you want or whatever like that, but there's a lot of blessings that we don't see at the time that come our way, and one day it will make sense. Let's go to number 4. Meditate on gratitude. People often make the mistakes of assuming feelings control the mind, that how we feel determines what we think about it. In reality, your mind dictates what you feel, says Dr. Ron Digger. So focus your mind on gratitude by doing a daily meditation is one of the best ways to feel more grateful in your life. How to practice gratitude simply put thinking grateful thoughts helps you see more things to be grateful for in your life. Clear your mind and take 1 to 5 minutes each morning to do a guided meditation on gratitude or to meditate on things or people you're grateful for. A happiness meditation will help you be happier at home, at work, and anywhere else you spend your day. I think when you do anything with gratitude, that it improves your life. I don't think gratitude is going to harm you any. That's why when you practice gratitude, good things do arise. For one, the way to practice gratitude is like forgiving. We have to forgive ourselves for the things we've done, and forgive people that hurt us that don't deserve forgiving. That's not a way. That's a hard pill to swallow, right? When things happen to us, or whatever the case may be, is done to you, to forgive that person is it's hard, but like that's another way to practice gratitude. When we're not forgiving, more like we're stuck in like anger, frustration, or in negative thinking. When we're like accepting more and more surrendering and practicing more loving and caring, well, it ain't. It's a hard time to do so. That's another way to practice gratitude. So we'll go to number 5. Plan to be grateful in advance. Gratitude doesn't just occur in hindsight. Go ahead and plan your gratefulness ahead of time and don't wait to spontaneously feel grateful. Identify areas in your life in which you feel unhappy and then list ways to feel grateful in those situations. So, how to practice the gratitude. Write out a list of specific things to be grateful for and carry it with you, or set an alarm on your phone to remind you to look for the moments of gratitude. Not sure where to start your plain gratitude journey? Sign up to do something nice for someone else. Feeling grateful is just one of the benefits of volunteering. And it talks about being signing up to do something nice for someone else. Is really big. Another one, when people that are less fortunate. Some people are less fortunate. Try to help them that needs help. Is a good way to practice gratitude. Um, like I said, when you do good things, you do receive a lot of blessings. Number 6, challenge yourself to be grateful in difficult circumstances. Oh, this is going to be a good one, huh?
Yeah.
Life isn't about what happens to you, but how to handle it. And grateful people are more resilient when handling trying times, said Dr. Waldinger. There is no situation, no matter how difficult, in which you can't find something to be grateful for. And practicing gratitude can go a long way toward improving the way you deal with hard things. How to practice gratitude. Look back through old journals and photo albums of hard times in your life and make notes about what helped you get through them and what you've been grateful for. Use that information to help you define silver linings in current troubles. I like that. So good. Challenge yourself to be grateful in difficult circumstances. And that's definitely, I think, one of the hardest ones. How can we be grateful for when we're going through tough times? One way I can look at it is like these emotions and feelings I'm having through these troubles don't last forever. That's a good thing to look at. Like, you're going through this season of, hard troubles, but like they don't last forever. Like the outcome is going to go the way it's going to go. You know, you know, we like to be in control of a lot of things, and we don't like to be not in control. So just let things be and not, because we can cause a lot of our misery ourselves. Like we can, cause a conflict, and so to sit back and let things unfold and not trying to change things when they don't need to be changed, let things be. That's another way to practice gratitude, because usually when we try to put our hands in everything, usually that doesn't add up too good. So, be grateful for the troubled times, grateful for the good times, and be grateful for the bad times, because life shows up, life happens to everybody. We're not different. We're not, everybody like, have a common denominator. Like, we have a lot of similarities. That's nothing. Look for similarities in our differences. That's another way to practice gratitude. Don't look at nobody less than or more than, treat everybody equal. That's another way to practice some gratitude. So we'll go to the last one. Get inspired by others' gratitude. Being grateful is a skill, and you can learn how to do it by seeing how others practice gratitude in their lives. Pay attention to the way friends, family members, colleagues, and acquaintances show gratitude throughout the day, or ask them about their gratitude process. It's another way to come up with a gratitude situation for you is, ask others, how do you practice gratitude? Or, maybe some of those things can help you in your life. You know what I mean? So, what are you grateful for today? And I'll give you one.
I'm grateful for today's. I've been sober for a year.
Yeah,
So, yeah, January 3rd was my year sober. So
Congratulations.
thank you for hearing some change. So,
that's awesome.
yeah, that's what I'm grateful for today.
Yeah, Christina's rocking it out. That's awesome. That's that. I'm grateful that I can watch people do that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's really like the longer I stay clean and stuff like that. I cherish my cleanness over time.
yeah.
I really do. I did more so in the beginning.
Mhm.
Now it's like it's just another day. But you gotta be grateful and thankful that that day has came and you haven't used.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that desire. And I'll ask you an honest question: has that desire been lifted, or is it still with you?
No, it's definitely lifted.
Yeah.
I had this conversation earlier today too, because
Did
I go to Maryville before I come
Yeah.
here, and there's a lady there there's only 4 of us in our group today, and she was saying that she still has
Desire.
that desire, and she just started her recovery,
Yeah.
and we sat and talked, and I'm not gonna lie, it gets easier over time. She's like, well, does it? I was like, it does.
Yeah.
I'm like, because when I first started, it was hard for me.
Mhm.
I'm like, man, like any little thing that went wrong, that's the first thing I wanted to go and do.
Yeah.
I was like, so it's not easy. I was like, but it's not impossible either.
Right.
I was like, I've been doing this for a year now. I was like, and that urge that I've had, I can't wait to get done this so I can go and do what I have to do. That's just done. I was like, it's better for you physically, emotionally,
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
financially. I was like, it'll get easier over time. So for me, for sure, it was hard at first, but right now where I'm at, it's gone. I don't have that urge no more.
We got to see where we have thoughts and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But for me, a desire is like that craving,
Right,
that
right.
nonstop on your back. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like I can't keep obsessing over it. And I can't. A lot of people, and for me also, I don't know when it was lifted, but since I've been clean, I haven't had that
Mhm.
desire. You have stupid thoughts. Listen, I have drug dreams almost every night.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know what I
right.
mean? It just I accept it more.
Yeah.
I accept, surrender, and just move on because I'm an addict. I'm in recovery, and I've done this. Done a lot of drugs and alcohol in my life, and it just doesn't go away.
Right.
It's different for everybody.
Right.
But like you said, that's what recovery is about. You're giving her
Mhm.
some good advice. It does
Yeah.
work. It does go away.
It does eventually.
It just change. Everybody has their day. You just
Yep.
don't know when.
Yep.
So that was our end of our Gratitude Tuesday meeting for today. Until next time, my name is Carl, recovery coach at Calvary Recovery Center. Thank you, Christina.
You're welcome. Thank
And
you.
until next time, we'll see you later.
Woohoo.